Hey people, we're live here. This is your Wards Wart Wire. I'm gonna have to change the name of this podcast, but we're gonna talk down. We got a few things. Uh, let's say today is July 3rd, and we're filming from our home base in Alberta with all the latest all-inclusive information. Let me pull this up, my little show notes here. Okay, so this some shocking news. A five-star resorts downgraded. Adults only deal from Calgary, and buffets are back again. All right, here we go. So TripAdvisor and Google Travel have both shifted Ryu Dunamar from a 5 star to a 3.5. That is crazy. Complaints include, again, rooms, lack of a la carte availability, and overwhelming buffet staff. I've seen over 50 recent reviews echoing the same concerns. But what do you think this overwhelmed buffet staff is? I don't know. Are they trying to help you or are they trying to sell you something? That's what we'd like to get into. So I've been to many buffets in Canada and in the States and overseas. Well, not overseas, but in the Caribbean. And buffet staff is not really there. I've never seen it. You get your server that brings it to your table, like brings you your drinks and your beers and all those things. But I've yet to see and the staff that are refilling the tables, they're doing their own thing. So I don't really know what's going on there when they said overwhelmed by buffet staffs. But from going from a 5 star to a 3.5, that is some crazy jump. Like we're not even thinking like that's a serious jump since this rating's only at a 5. 3.5 is sorry about that. That's a big jump. 3.5 stars is isn't there's a lot of people who wouldn't book a 3.5 star. I personally have, and I don't have a problem with it, but my expectations are much lower. When I see a 5 star, I expect royal treatment. When I'm going 3.5, 3, even a 1 star, I've been to a 1 star and I have no problem dealing with a 1 star. It's just buffet. The rooms are okay. Like you're not gonna get air conditioning in a 1 star. I'll tell you that. It's going to be overwhelming. But if you just need to get away and, get in a 1 star, that's okay. I classify a 1 star as like one of those roadside motels that are charging like $60 a night to stay in. And the bed's hard, the water smells like it's just a place to sleep. It's slightly better than sleeping in your car. So, yeah, dropping down to 3.5. Okay. So another big thing is Secrets Tulum finally open after multiple days. Delays. Secrets Tulum Resort and Beach Club is finally open, and it's in the first Secrets property with a beach club located 15 minutes from the main hotel, linked by a shuttle. Early photos look stunning, but travelers should expect heavy construction around the area. So that's the problem with new resorts. They are never finished construction for like 6 months. But the advantage of that, because they know there are all the constructions and they want people to give reviews and do all the things, they generally lower. So if you want to jump on that, but expect everything's not going to be running perfect. It's all new staff, all new this, all new that. Things are not going to be up to par. So, accept it. All right. Okay. So I think this is what our earlier head-ons talked about. Many resorts have moved to assisted buffet formats, but now they're going back to full self-serve, include Grand Palladium and Barcelo properties. Sanitization stations remain, but the vibe is back to normal. So I think that's what they were talking about when they were saying they were overwhelmed buffet staff, because I think maybe because of COVID, they want everything to be served. And I guess there was some pushback. People just, the hotels are trying to make money, and that's a big problem. Well, it's not a big problem. They got to make money to stay in business. But what I'm saying is the staff can kind of be cheap on the stuff. Like, you ask for something, you ask for two chicken wings, they're going to give you one chicken wing. And then when you ask for another one, come back, that kind of stuff. So that could be a big problem going forward. So now that it's back to your normal self-serve, you can take as much or take as little. I guess that's just to cut back on food costs. They went to full service, or maybe COVID. Let me know down in the comments what you think the reason was. I'd like to hear about it. I always like listening to my community and see what their opinions are of the situations. Maybe I'll throw a poll up on the screen here. Okay, so another travel source, agent source told me that several Baja resorts are quietly changing wine suppliers to cut costs. Guests might notice a dip in house wine quality, so if they're picky, ask to see the wine list early. So I'm not a wine person. My wife's not really a wine person. We drink it, of course. Alcohol's alcohol. But you know, if you're a wine connoisseur, now I've had 15 years working in alcohol, and there are some snobs out there, let me tell you, and there's some bottles of wine that pay more than my year's salary, you know, and that's just for a dinner party. I've seen it all. I've seen people drop $20,000 on a bottle of wine and not even blink twice. Yeah, we're gonna give this a go. We don't know. If we like it, maybe we'll get a case. I don't know. So for me, we just get the run of the house meal. We try to pair it up with the food we're trying to eat. But, it's a, you know, it's not really going there. All right, so the next. So there's the deal of the week. So the Royal Decameron Cornwall Beach adults only in Montego Bay, Jamaica. The price is 13.85 Canadian. Dates August 19th to the 26th. Ocean view. Flights, transfers, all inclusive taxes. This one is only available from Air Canada on Air Canada's vacations this week. So I guess they're trying to fill up that resort. I don't know. I'm not a fan of Air Canada. At one point, they were Canada's leading, providers, but I just find they're more of the business class kind of place. And yeah, I haven't flown Air Canada in 20 years, if not 30 years. So yeah. So yeah, that's where we're going in there. So we have this week's comments comes from Sandy Travels, who has asked, is the beach really swimmable at Playa del Carmen resorts, or is it all rocks? Great questions. That is a great question. Thanks for asking the question, Sandy Travels. Most resorts in the area do have some rocky patches, but if swimming is a must, try Playa Car or X Cart A. We're dropping a full beach breakdown next week. I don't know what we're gonna do about it, but play a card. You're 40 minutes to an hour away, depending on traffic, from Cancun Airport, and Playa de Carmen has a unique charm. It's a lot of their resorts they put more because it's not in the city. They put a little more effort into the landscaping and making things look nice. Pools are better, like they're not that boxy square because they have a little more space to adventure out in. So even if the beach is not swimmable, I don't know. I swim in anything. Doesn't really matter. If it's rocky, it's rocky. You go ouch, 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 ouch as if you're walking into the sand. I've gone camping and the beach is just pebbles and run. But then once you get to the point where three-quarters of your body is lifted out of the buoyancy kind of takes over and you're not really feeling all that. So I've done the ouch, 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 and I don't have a problem with it. So if you're one of those people that need buttery, light sand, that majestic white sand, let me know in the comments down below. All right, now here's a weird one. Hotel X Cart Mexico is booking custom perfume making class inside their spa for 90 USD. But you leave with your own signature scent. That would be fantastic for the ladies out there. Me and my wife, we always I want fresh and fruity, and she likes old school musky and that kind of stuff. So I would definitely take that one. Even if if it was just perfume, fine. I'll make hers. She can make hers, and we leave that place. So for 90 US dollars, that doesn't really seem that expensive. Most resort costs are like $200 for an outing. And sorry, my daughter is starting to irritate me. Beat the child. No, I'm joking. We can't beat children. So, that's pretty good. Anyhow, thank you for watching the Ward's Resort Wire. That is a tongue twister. Either I'm going to have to change the name or come up with something. But yeah, thank you for this test stream. We're just giving it out here, seeing how things are going. I'm just using my phone and a little third party software to figure this all out. I don't have a webcam, but I'll figure it out. And we're using Riverside.fm to do this whole recording thing. So this was just a test stream to figure out if it would work or how I'd like it. So it's a short one, but I will get back into that later. So anyways, you guys have yourself a great day. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and listen to the channel. Listen to the channel. Watch the channel. View our codes and all the things. All right, thank you.